Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the Thundering Herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Western Michigan Broncos. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Marshall Thundering Herd. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Western Michigan's offense will get the first swing of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
With jet sweep pass. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have...
And he breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And once he got loose, it was all over. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Marshall Thundering Herd has the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
Caught close to the marker, it's Harris. Afterburner's coming. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Marshall! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Line gets set, first down. Makes the quick grab. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Here on third down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Broncos will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take it down.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Payne. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the move. On the move at the 30. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That DB had a different story. He had something to say, coming up, making a physical tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's right on target.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They've got it at the 41, 30 short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball.
Reels it in down the left side. He's off to the races. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To throw, it's Wolf. Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go, whether you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Now on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Using his legs, it's Buckley. Got the first down, looking for more.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Off play action on first down. Wide open downfield. Delivers to contact. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Gonna go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him, already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. On to attempt the try.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Marshall takes over the if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. That's reeled in. It's Chapman. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. 8th play of the drive coming up. They keep attacking through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Conley. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab outside. It's Conley. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter.
At the 36-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into it.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think
the expressway is wide open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Catch in the middle, it's Buckley. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Handoff from the gun. Showing off the arm. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. again. The Broncos will punt this one away.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The hand to the running back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it, and they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to pass. It's Braxton. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, baby. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Payne. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Herd! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, 1st downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Wolf. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last week.
Using the quick game. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Scanning the field, it's Braxton. Looking to the big tight end. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Broncos! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going up top on first down. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Braxton. He's got his man. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The RPO, it's complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Marshall trying to move the sticks on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Marshall! They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Looking to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Makes the catch and knocked down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Wolf. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Broncos are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. It's caught. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes the catch. It's Montgomery. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Line getting set on second down. Snap it to the back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Looking to throw it again. With the catch, it's Montgomery. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, but now you got another chance, first and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold them to a field goal.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. jet motion. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their wind.
Now on first down from the 30. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Broncos are flying down the field. This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. And you can tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Gets it past the marker. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Great job by the whole defense, but how about the little bitty defensive back throwing his face in the fan? I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. No, no good. And the margin... Seven after the miss, guys. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And on second down for this offense, to the air, it's Braxton. Snags it over the middle. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone. They executed that perfectly.
Set up for second and short after that completion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Montgomery. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Gets it out quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He makes a grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on...
And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurd!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive. quick pass to the left. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. It's a draw. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They take the lead with the 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. On the move, it's Braxton. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Marshall! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He leaves it with his back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry. Really not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the...
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Western Michigan. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive with a pass. The throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Right on target this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's got it on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps? Running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking. I think that might have got in his head, and that might have been a reason why he dropped it.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Throws for the tight end. It's complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play balls at the 25. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Slings it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one splits the uprights.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what we practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And you want that clock to run. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
We saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Looking for a man. It's Wolf. They're trying to get to him. Working that left side now. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. The give to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Back to pass, it's Braxton. Gets it out fast. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to smack it to the ground. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Look at the clock, probably out of field goal range, David. Maybe time for one more shot.
Desperation time. You got to dial up what you practice, whether it's the throw, Jesse, and a bunch of laterals, or...
And he's got it inside the 35. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another...